Last, we have the wonderful Alex Davenport performing an original piece. This one's magnificent, you guys. Thank you for staying this whole time. It's called Soft Dicks, A Solution. Enjoy.
When a woman has a dick, and I'm talking about myself here, she needs to learn to live with it. She has come of age in a world that tells her that women just don't have dicks, and yet there it is, day after day, staring her down. She's never heard another woman talk about having a dick. When a woman has a dick, it becomes her own little quirk, that little secret that nobody else knows about, that nobody else can help her with. She can't talk about it, she can't ask about it. When a woman has a dick and she wants to have sex, she's on her own. This is the situation I find myself in. 4 years ago, when I start getting laid, my new boyfriend asks me to sleep over in his room. I am flattered and I say yes. Later that night, my boyfriend breaks new ground in our relationship and slides his hand up my shirt. A light bulb goes off above my head and I say, "Oh, that's what you meant by sleepover." We kiss, we touch, and when we get my pants off, I have no idea what to do. Everything I have ever heard about pleasing a penis has been advice for men, by men. As stupid as it sounds, as illogical as it may be, I feel as if men's advice will never help me. I am a woman, and I am utterly terrified of my dick. I am terrified that my boyfriend won't like it, that he'll be disappointed with me. I am terrified because I feel lost, because I have no idea what to do with it. That night I am taken not by my boyfriend, but by my own existential crisis. But we soldier on. Over the months, we work on sex. And once I get over my fear, it turns out that listening to men talk about their dicks teaches me a lot about mine. With a little help, I figure out sex for the first time. Once we have a few orgasms under our respective belts, I start to feel good about my dick. About a year later, though, we run into another complication. I decide that it is time to walk down that path that so many trans women have walked before, and I start taking hormones. I begin with 2 pills a day, one to inhibit the reception of testosterone in my body, and the other to add estrogen to my system. I nervously watch month after month as my body changes. My body fat migrates to my hips, the hair on my legs grows lighter, my nipples puff, and my breasts butt up from underneath. I watch this and I become so happy. But then the estrogen gets to my penis, and it gets soft. Soon I need to say goodbye to the raging hard-on of my teenage years. Half-cocked is about as hard as it gets. My new soft dick throws a proverbial monkey wrench into the fantastic sex that my boyfriend and I worked so much on. What do you do with your dick when it doesn't get hard? I try to find an answer, but I can only find the same 2 pieces of useless advice over and over again. Either get it hard or go do something else. This doesn't help me. I can't get it hard, and I don't want to do something else. I want to have sex. I regress to that night so long ago when I learned what it meant to sleep over, when I felt so lost and so scared, when I had no idea what to do with my dick. I can't figure it out, and I almost lose hope. It's not until I start talking to other trans women that I get my hope back. They're hard to find, but I managed to seek out older and wiser women and their advice. I learned that my problem is far from unique. Other women have figured out their soft dicks too, and there's no reason why I can't. They explained to me that soft dicks aren't bad or even difficult, they're just different. The only difficult thing about them is that we never talk about them. So the times when we do see them, we don't know what to do. I take their advice to heart, and I begin to experiment. Some long evenings with some wonderfully patient partners bear fruit, and with a little help, I figure out sex for the second time. The phoenix that is my sex life is risen from its ashes. I start having so much fun. I get to know every bump and valley of my dick. I learn to roll with the stretchiness, how to best hold back the foreskin, how each part of the head of my dick gives off its own unique sensation. I become an expert at fucking while flaccid. Soon I am always looking forward to the next time I can play with my dick. I want to take a minute to talk to you all personally. I want to talk to anyone who has ever had trouble getting it up. If you've wanted your dick to stand up only to have it let you down, I'm talking to you. If you've been embarrassed because you were too nervous to stay hard, I'm talking to you. I've been there, and I have a solution for you. A solution so you won't have to feel as lost as I did. A solution so you won't ever have to look down at your soft dick and say, yeah, I have no idea what to do here. A solution so you can have fun even when you're flaccid. Here it is. First, remember that you can still have so much sex even when you're not hard. Penile penetration is the only kind of sex we have that absolutely requires you to be hard, and there are so many alternatives. Your best friends here are going to be your mouth and your hands. 85 million years of evolution have made us absolutely fantastic at fine manipulation and oral articulation. Never forget that your mouth and your hands are some of the greatest sexual strengths that you possess. These are all you need to please the soft dick. Second, some advice. Get your dick wet. If you don't already have some good lube by your bed, now's the time to go out and get it, because soft dicks love lubrication. In a pinch, saliva works okay, and it is a hell of a lot of fun. Focus on the head of your dick. There's a lot of different parts, and they all have their own sensations. Explore them with your tongue. Play with them. Try rubbing in circles with the palm of your hand or brushing with your fingertips. Not just up and down with your fist, but that's really nice too. If you have a foreskin, make sure to keep it pulled back. You don't want to cover up any of your beautiful nerve endings. It can get a little difficult when it's getting wet and slippery down there, so latex gloves can really help. Soft dicks need a little bit more pressure than hard dicks do, so squeeze a little more with your hands or suck a little more with your mouth, and always, always experiment. If you get creative, you can do more with a soft dick than with a hard dick. The last part of my solution is by far the most important. Love your dick. Love it when it's hard, love it when it's soft, love it when it cooperates and when it doesn't. When your dick doesn't get hard, it's not the time to get angry with it. It's the time to show it even more love. Take a break from penetration and love it with your mouth and your hands, because your dick deserves all the love that it can get. And if you love your dick, it'll love you right back. Thank you.